Do you know what? Asked Percy. What? Grunted Gordon. Do you know what? Silly. Of course I don't know what, if you don't tell me what is.
Sir Topham Hatt says that the work in the yard is too heavy for me.
He's getting a bigger engine to help me. Rubbish, said James, just as the door swung open. Any engine could do it. If you worked more and chatted less, this yard would be a sweeter, a better, and a happier place. Percy rolled onto the turntable and went to do some shunting. He liked shunting. It was when the big engines couldn't harass him. He brought a train to the station. By the end of the afternoon, he was tired and unhappy. He brought a train to the station. Hello, Percy, you look tired,
said Sir Topham Hatt.
Yes, sir, I am, sir. I don't know if I'm standing on my dome or my wheels. You look the right way up to me, laughed the fat controller. Cheer up, the new engine's bigger than you. It can probably do the work alone. Would you like to go to Vicarstown? Thomas will help you. The new engine arrived the next day.
What's your name? Asked Sir Topham Hatt.
Montague, sir, but I'm usually called Duck. They say I waddle. I don't really, sir, but I like Duck better than Montague. Good, Duck it shall be. Percy, go and show Duck around the yards. So Percy did as he was told. The big engines came and watched Duck quietly doing his work. He seems a simple sort of engine. We'll have some fun and order him about. Henry moved out of the way, and Gordon and James did their plan. Quack, 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 quack. Percy came up. Duck was shocked. Did they tell you to do this sort of things? Yes, they do, answered Percy. Right, said Duck. We'll soon sort that out. He whispered something. We'll do it tonight. They got into position later that day. Duck was in a berth, and Percy was stuck on the turntable. Gordon came up, followed by James, and then Henry.
Sir Topham Hatt was getting ready to have a short dinner
when he suddenly heard an extraordinary noise. Whoosh! I'll have to go and investigate. He found Percy and Duck sitting on the turntable and in the berths of the shed. Gordon, James, and Henry were furious.
Quiet! Called Sir Topham Hatt.
They won't let us in. Duck, explain this behaviour. Beg pardon, sir, but I'm a Great Western engine. We do our work without fuss. But begging your pardon, sir, I'd like if you could inform these, engines that we only take orders from you.
Quiet! Called Sir Topham Hatt.
Percy and Duck, I am pleased with your work today, but not with your behaviour tonight. You have caused the disturbance. Gordon, Henry, and James sniggered. As for you, you've been worse. You've made the disturbance. Duck is quite right. This is my railway, and I will give the orders. After Percy went away, Duck was left to manage alone. He did so, easily. Behind the scenes fact, it is a lot darker in real life than it is on camera. Honestly, it is so dark right now. You cannot see it, but right now it is really dark on camera. Like here looks pretty bright. Looks like the sun's shining, but just look at that. Oh, let's focus, come on. Yeah. It is actually much darker than it looks here. That is something that happens with this camera.